Do you struggle with one or all three of the following golf shots? The pull, the slice, and that dreaded shank shot. If you struggle with one of them or all three, then watch this video. I'm going to show you first how they can occur, how they're all related, and then how we can fix that. Okay, so although a pull, slice and shank sound like three completely different golf shots, they can all occur from one common swing fault, which I see happening quite often within amateur golfers. First of all, I'm just going to identify to you what the swing fault is. You may then be able to relate and say, I do that, this is completely what I do. But I'm going to identify the swing fault first, talk you through it, show you how it leads to these three shots, and then I'm going to show you what we want to actually see in our golf swing. Okay, so the swing fault is really simple and it's really easy to happen, really easy for it to happen to golfers, okay? So what we'll see in the golfer that causes all three problems is as they're taking the club back, okay, they get the position at the top's not too bad. Their first move from there is everything going, all their weight going into their toes. It's going this way. Okay, so their weight is coming over the ball and it's going forward. So their weight's going into their toes. What that does, how that then makes you play the three shots, I'll show you. If you get to the top and your weight's going into your toes this way, the first move is to swipe across it this way. Okay, so we're up, our weight's going into our toes, and we're swiping the club across. So you can see how that could lead to the pull. I'll try my best to demonstrate that. So I get to the top, kind of a pull. Okay, so you can see I got to the top, my weight came on my toes, and I swiped across and just went straight left with the ball. How that can also relate to a slice is if you manage to just cut across it and get the face open, but it comes from the same fault. So we get up, in our toes, and just cut across it. So I'm going to demonstrate this. Not a very good slice, but you can see how the shot occurs. So we get to the top, weight comes into our toes, and we cut right across as we're falling this way. How that can then lead into a shank, I don't know if I want to demonstrate this one, get it into my game. This can also lead to a shank if you get again up to the top, weight into the toes, and we're cutting across it that much that the hosel just gets in the way and we get that dreaded hosel rocket, shank off to the right, okay? So again, swing up to the top. The first move is the player goes way into their toes. They then can't use their lower body to drive through the shot, so their upper body is just swiping across the ball. So they're either pulling it, they're getting the club face open and cutting across it, or they're doing it really bad and getting the hosel right in the way of the ball and nicking the ball with the hosel, which is causing the shank straight right. Okay, so instead of our weight going into our toes and causing all these problems, what I would suggest to that player, if you can put yourself in this category, what I would suggest to that player is feeling like when they're getting into their setup, they're feeling their weight sitting back into their heels a little bit more. Yep. Okay, so when we're swinging to the top, we're not wanting our weight going this way. We want to feel like we're sitting our weight back into our heels, which is allowing us to turn through. Okay. Another thing you can do is put an alignment stick or a golf club down underneath our toes, if you can see that. So what that done is that's brought my toes up off the ground a little bit. Another one we can use is a wee foam roller. Get that along the ground. Now these are different levels, okay? So you can see the alignment sticks brought my toes very, very little. That's maybe the last stage if you're trying to develop it back. So I would suggest maybe first you get the foam roller down, get your toes on that. Now that's had me sitting back into my heels, so that's going to stop me wanting to go this way and keep my weight back in my heels and allow me to start swinging around it, okay? If you hit some shots and you see some good results with that, get rid of it, work your way down to the alignment stick, same again, keep your weight in your heels and swing around, then maybe eventually get rid of the alignment stick and see if we can do it with the golf ball. So we're going to get back and keep the weight into our heels. Okay, so I'm going to hit a shot with the foam rollers. Show these first of all. So that's keeping my toes nicely in the air, keeping my weight, feeling like my weight sitting back into my heels. Okay. And what I want to do when I'm swinging around, don't let me go forward, keep my weight back on my heels and come through it. Okay. Now you can see there I actually lost my balance a little bit coming this way, okay? Which is maybe something you'd say, oh, you don't want to lose your balance. But if you're a player that has struggled badly with your weight coming this way and going forward, Then while we're practicing, I don't mind seeing you go back that way a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of that. Try it with the alignment stick next. So same again. Keep my weight in my toes. Not in my toes, in my heels, sorry. Good. Okay, so I like that alignment stick there was keeping my weight away from my toes, keeping my weight back into my heels and had me swinging around my body, okay? Because I could feel something under my toes, it wasn't letting me go forward into this motion, so I couldn't get that cutting across it or get that pull coming in. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So it's a really simple one, but you can see how a little problem like that can cause all these free shots. So get rid of the stick. So again, if we're getting to the top, weight's coming into our toes, you can see how this club has moved over here, moved forward. So then we're just swiping across, and it's either a pull, it's a cut across slice, or it's a horrible shank. Okay, so instead of up and into our toes, we want to be keeping our weight back in our heels, sitting it in our heels a little bit. So as we're swinging through, we're almost falling off this way a little bit, okay? To try to get that over-exaggerated feeling like we were talking about last week. We want to really feel like we're getting the weight coming this way, and it's not going forward, okay? So you're swinging through the shot, okay? And it'll definitely keep that hosel away from it, okay? If you're coming here and you're swinging around and through, you're going to be keeping the hosel away from the ball, okay? I hope that one helps everybody. It's a nice, quick and simple one in today's session, but since last week's video I've done a couple of lessons on it and seen myself talking about it a few times, so I thought this would be a perfect one to give to everybody. It's obviously quite a common fault that everybody struggles with, and nobody wants to have the dreaded shank, so if that dreaded shot comes to you, this could be one of the reasons why, and this is a good tip to try and stop you from doing it. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you got some good information from it. Again, as always, hit the like button, subscribe to my YouTube channel, SF Golf Tuition, and drop me a comment if this is something you struggle with and this video has helped you hopefully get over it. Thank you again, guys, and I'll see you again next week. Cheers.